155 countries have signed a declaration to better document and prevent sexual attacks in war zones. The declaration was signed at the end of a week-long international summit in London that brought together politicians, activists, and celebrities. CCTV correspondent Dan Whitehead reports from London.
Joining forces with fellow diplomats, US Secretary of State John Kerry flew in to lend his support to the End Sexual Violence in Conflict Summit in London. At this final session, emotional testimonies were heard. The UN Special Envoy for Refugees, Angelina Jolie, who has been here all week, told delegates action is urgently needed.
There are thousands of people living in the shadows of sexual violence at this very moment. There are conflicts where rape is openly incited. Young lives are being ruined by sexual violence in Syria, South Sudan, and the Central African Republic as we gather here, as we speak.
Throughout the summit, government representatives have met with charity workers, doctors and lawyers, all of whom work on the ground in conflict zones to stop sexual violence being used as a weapon.
What I want to see that the states should be accountable for their commitment to bring justice to the perpetrators, to make sure that women are the part and parcel of their programs.
An international protocol was launched outlining just what governments must do to eradicate the problem. Zambia, Uganda, Nigeria, Chad and the DRC are among the countries which have signed up. Secretary of State John Kerry closed the session, saying we can and will end impunity.
Thousands of years after rape was written into the lexicon of warfare, we know that it is time to write it out and to banish sexual violence to the dark ages and the history books where it belongs. That is profoundly why now is important.
Hollywood celebrities and political heavyweights, including John Kerry, have backed this cause. All have taken to the stage to tell the governments represented here that what's been said this week must be converted into real action. Dan Whitehead, CCTV, London.